And I'm with Cerys Hafana backstage here at the Ham. She's just completed her set. Cerys, that was absolutely beautiful. Thank you very much for that.
Oh.
Before I go any further, I have to congratulate you on your shirt. Panthers?
Yeah, leopards, I think. It says on the label, colour leopard. My favourite colour.
Leopard is the best colour.
Yeah.
Tell me, what is a triple harp?
It's a type of harp with 3 rows of strings instead of 1 row. It started life in Italy as a Baroque instrument, and then it got adopted by the Welsh, and everyone else has moved on to better ideas, but Wales has clung on to this ridiculous thing with 90 strings. So it means you don't need levers or foot pedals to change key, because you have all of the white notes and the black notes in front of you.
So as in the white notes and black notes of a piano?
Piano, yeah.
We think of the harp associated with Ireland, especially, or those of us who enjoy Guinness do, but it is a very traditional Welsh instrument.
Yes, very Welsh.
And how did you get into it?
My mum's Welsh teacher is also a harp teacher. So my mum asked me when I was about 8 if I wanted harp lessons because it was convenient. And I said more than anything in the world for some reason.
I would never think of the harp as a convenient instrument.
Well, no, I think it's become clear since then that it was a very bad shout on my parents' behalf.
Tempted by the mouth organ in future?
Maybe, yeah.
I've been reading your notes and your website. There's absolutely fascinating ideas and thoughts that you have there. I noticed one phrase that you like to express doomsday and the length of eternity, but it's not all laughs, is it?
No. Those songs are ones that I've gone digging out in archives, looking for strange old hymns. I'm not religious, but I really enjoy the old Welsh hymns that have sort of died out and been left in boxes for hundreds of years because they're very weird and intense. And a lot of Welsh folk songs that are very popular today are less weird and intense. They're mostly about farm animals or love. So I had a bit of a project going looking for these hymns about the end of the world and lots of weird things. Yeah.
All the usual mermaids in the great tradition, but there is that sort of tension in Welsh music and folk music, isn't there? Because there was the sort of wild Celtic dragons and the mystical and the liminal, and where does that meet that sort of Methodist tradition equally of music as part of the household and part of the culture always?
Yeah, well, it's an interesting thing because, you know, the Methodists had a huge impact on Welsh traditional music and it wasn't really a positive one. You know, it's not in the position that Scottish and Irish folk music is in today because of the Methodists. But they also, they had a huge musical influence in another way. You know, choral music is so important, and a lot of the folk tunes that got kind of stamped out during the Methodist revival just got channeled into hymn tunes, so they became psalm tunes or hymn tunes. So they did get passed along, but in a slightly different avenue. That tension's an interesting thing to work with.
Cerys, what does it mean to you to be here at Sidmouth?
I'm thrilled to be here. I'd never been to Devon before, I don't think. It's a beautiful town, and it's nice to get to play in places outside of Wales and get to share my weird Welsh songs with people across the border.
Well, I'm very glad you have, and I think everybody in here has been very glad that you have as well. Cerys, thank you very much.